Hello again, Koenigsegg fans. So there's a story behind this one. I pre-ordered the Frontier Art resin version of this model 2 times off AliExpress, and after 6 months, it got canceled twice, and I just gave up and I ordered this, which is the diecast version. But whoever promoted this, they used some of the resin photos, so this might be less detailed than the resin. But I was watching Stinger Diecast. He's in my subscriptions. He already reviewed this thing and showed it off, and it looked all right, for the price. And so hopefully I won't be too disappointed. So this is by a brand called HKM. Supposedly it's 1/64 scale. Okay, so the name of this car, Jesko, is named after the father of the founder of Koenigsegg. And so 125 units of this car are supposed to be produced. And they're supposed to be $3 million. It's primarily supposed to be a high-performance track car, not a comfort car. And focusing on aerodynamic downforce, henceforth the crazy wing. And then it's powered by 5.1 liter, and it's supposed to be making the twin turbo V8, supposed to be making 1600 horsepower on E85 fuel. And then it has a 9-speed transmission, and optional carbon fiber wheels, which this model is showcasing, are supposed to be $110,000 for the wheels alone. And then you can also get a naked carbon fiber body for an additional cost of $440,000. And the reason why is it's hard to make raw carbon look nice because air pockets get into the manufacturing of carbon. So that's why carbon fiber is easier to paint. Alright, let's look at this. Let's compare it to some photos first. But it seems to be a really heavy acrylic base on this guy. Crazy rear end here. Looks pretty mean looking rear. Top view. There is a variation of this car in the real world for low drag. It doesn't have the rear wing, but it's got like 2 vertical fins, and that thing's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be able to go to 300 miles per hour, although I don't think that's ever been tested or proved, but I don't know. Alright, these are rigid mirrors. I'm just debating taking this off the stand. I could, but there's really going to be nothing on the bottom of this thing worth looking at, so I'm just going to leave it on this base. This thing has a really shiny photo etch nameplate here. 1,000 of them are made if you count the 0. I don't know if they do or don't. This is a pearl metallic white. It's really nice. It's a pretty cool color. It shifts a little bit. No, I don't think it's a color shift, but it's definitely a metallic pearl. Alright, let me get a different angle here. So sadly, because their wheels are black, it's kind of hard to see the details, but let's focus in on this front one. Well, that's pretty nice. There's a carbon fiber texture on the wheels, and it's actually wrapping it kind of on the angles. I don't know if it's wrapping on the horizontal of the rim, but it looks good from this side. And then the white accents on the spokes are pretty well centered and pretty nice. Seems to have like a center knockoff, and then the cross drilling of the brake rotor looks pretty good. And there's some sort of green caliper. I think that might be a metallic green caliper, so that's nice. The sidewalls don't look like off-road truck tires too much, so they look good. They're also ballooning out. There's some curvature to them, so that's nice as well. So a great wheel. In front of it we have a pretty thin separate piece here, and it's got a carbon texture on it, this little canard. You can see some carbon wrapping around to the front and some green printing there. An orange marker here. This is a decal down here. I don't know if that's a decal or maybe it's part of this carbon. Maybe this carbon is all a decal. I got the impression that the carbon is one thing and this decal is something else. So I don't know. I don't know if this carbon is a decal or a tampo. Probably a decal if the stripes are a decal. It's hard to say. Yeah. There's also a really thin piece right here, a horizontal. I'm going to assume this might be plastic, but it could be metal. It's pretty thin. It's actually curving a little bit here. I can hear a texture there. So I'm very happy because this panel looks pretty smooth. It looked a little rough on the Stinger's model, so be aware some of these plastic pieces might be rough, but I lucked out. Okay, rear wheel, yeah, green caliper in there, looks good. Well, chip or contaminant there, so that's not so great. There's a little green accent down here. There's a decal on the side of the wing, I think. Alright. The mirrors here, they do have reflectors in them. There are separate pieces. Yeah, the mirrors are just black though, no carbon texture. There is a Jesko printing right here. It was hard to see silver on white, but it is there. Okay. This vent has like some black. I guess that's a decal. I don't know. I'm trying to look at it with my own eyes, but yeah, I think that's a decal. It's pretty well laid up though. It looks good. And then we have a whole bunch of carbon here. This feels like a print. I can feel those ridges. Yeah, I can feel those, so that's nice. This is printed. But here on the wing, you can just see the wrinkliness of it, so that's a decal. I guess it's just too hard to, get a print in there. Maybe. Well, you definitely wouldn't be able to get it on the horizontal and then here. That'd be too hard. Alright. So I'm at 4x magnification. The Koenigsegg logo looks pretty good. This is a decal, I think. It's green. There's a texture in there. Looks alright. Boy, I can't see anything through my screen. Is this... Alright. There's a plastic lens here. There's some silver behind it. So pretty good headlights. Okay. There's a little bit of a gap there, I think, but considering the price of this model, I mean, those are pretty hard to put in. I pity the people that make these things. This green light, I mean, it's not green light. This green stripe is really nice. It's actually coming down here and then going across there. So it's two different paint processes. So I can actually see some carbon on this vertical here. So it's pretty nice. I don't know why my camera is having a hard time between the white and the black. I can't see anything. I'm trying to look through this phone screen. Hopefully it'll come out easier, but when I look at my screen I just see a black trapezoid, but with my own eyes I can see that carbon. So I don't know, I can't help you there. I can't change how this phone works. There's a texture way in there. Look how far this pick goes in. And then you can see here this carbon. So that's good. I don't know if that's a decal. Might be printed. So this central wiper blade, it's a little crooked, but it is a separate plastic piece. It is, high. It actually has the, height to it. So that's pretty cool. Huh. There's some red printing here. Oh, I didn't even catch that the first time. Let me go zoom in again. And I can't make it out though. I don't know if that's printing or what. Or maybe it's like an orange reflector or some sort of side marker. Yeah, I don't think it's printing. Okay. How about this side here? Yeah, this side seems pretty smooth as well, so yeah, I lucked out. Okay, going to the back. So it's nice to see something on the license plate. It's like a carbon fiber plate with Jesko on it. The exhaust tips are peeking through that oval or that slot. There's a little red, some reflectors on those horizontal ribs. And then, yeah, again, I can't see it through my screen, but there's a texture in here and here. You can hear it. So very nice detail in there. I think, man, I think you can see a carbon texture on the diffuser. Yeah, it is there. I think you can see the grill now. Those taillights are actually plastic inserts. You can see the light moving around in there, so that's nice. Underneath the wing, there's some black details, but what are they? I think those are vents. They actually, yeah, a little depth to them. Sadly, it's a little something messed up on the back of my wing there. So this is a clear window with some blackout, I think. Same here. Alright, sunroof works. Some white seats. Alright, let me see if I can put this down. And we'll see if we can see anything on the inside of this thing. Man, those windows are so shallow. Hard to say. Is there something on the center console? Or just molded details? I don't think there's anything in that instrument cluster. It's a pretty small instrument cluster. Let me try from this side. It does seem like the center pod has a carbon texture on it. Let me change the brightness of this thing. Well, 15 lumens I think was too much. But 1 lumen is not enough. Well, I think you can see that carbon texture on that center thing, but I think that center thing now might actually have some sort of graphic on it. Sadly, with the molded side windows, it's hard to see in there. If this is a resin, you'd be able to see because the windows would be super thin, like packaging plastic. Yeah, I cannot tell. There's actually 2 cup holders though, I think, in the middle. Maybe you can see there. Yeah, you can see there. There's no harnesses that I can see. Nope. The door panels are just black. Try to look through that sunroof. It's too distorted. Okay, well, I'm not sure if there's details or not, but with so much distortion and reflection off that windscreen, you're not going to see anything anyways. It's better to just focus on the outside. And it seems pretty good. Yeah, there's a little paint blemish right there. There seem to be contaminants in the paint. I'm just going over this, right? There's that little dot there. There's that dot there. And then where'd that pick go? Alright, that came off. Well, alright. Let's compare it to a couple other models here. I don't know if you heard this thing spinning. I just left it on for my last review. The thing doesn't remember the last setting, and so I always have to click it 3 times to have it spin at this slow setting. So I thought I'd just leave it on, but now I'm wondering if you guys heard the thing spinning, because these microphones are just so sensitive. I always sound like Darth Vader in my reviews, unless I hide the microphone behind something. Okay. So bearing in mind this is a die cast, I do have this resin here though. Or actually, let's start with the diecast. So this is a Tarmac Works of the Agera, I believe, the Agera RS. Yeah. And it's got a removable engine cover. You can still buy this today. It's pretty good for the price. You know, it's got plastic inserted front and rear lights, actual brake system. It rolls for you roller guys. Pretty nice mirrors. Yeah, it's actually pretty great, actually, now that I think of it. I gotta make a little room. But when you get to resin, like this is a resin by VMB of the Koenigsegg 1. Now, unfortunately the window's really reflective, but you can see that interior is so much better, and being a resin model, it actually has a fantastic interior. It's got a bunch of like orange pinstriping inside of that thing. And then one of my earlier purchases was this Fronty art, or Avant style, of the Regera? Yeah, it says Regera. And that was a pretty fantastic model also. So, yeah, it's a real shame I wasn't able to snatch one of these in resin. But in conclusion, this is pretty darn nice. At least my version of it. It looks pretty fantastic. Is it as good as a resin? No way, but it's much better than the Tarmac Works, I think. I mean, it does have reflective side mirrors. The Tarmac Work does not. It has the carbon printing on the wheels. So there's a lot of like nice features going on this guy that I think make it pretty nice. Alright, well, let's let this guy spin on its own. So if you can't track down, well, maybe you can track down the resin version of this, but I'm pretty sure it'll cost you over $100 if you can find it. And I'm gonna hope that maybe they release it in a different color, that resin one. If they do, I'll probably buy it. We'll have to see. With all this inflation going on, maybe not. You know, this is just a hobby. I don't make a living off YouTube. It's funny, YouTube pays like absolutely nothing. Maybe I'll do a video on YouTube, but I'll just tell you guys, I make like $40 a month off of YouTube, and I have over 1,200 videos. You guys watch 1,500 hours of my videos every month, so I only get paid $40 to drive 1,500 hours of viewing. So if you think you're gonna make money off YouTube, I suggest you start making videos on bread. How to make bread. Those things get like 5 million hits in a few days. Cooking. Everyone loves food. Sadly, we're a pretty small minority of the population collecting a bunch of miniature toy cars or scale models. Alright, well, a random topic there. Anyways, this one's great. I like it. I think for the price, HKM did a good job. Yeah. I guess I'll see you in the next review. Thanks, bye.